who distorts love? Let's say, who is this enemy of love? When we are in this stage of pure love, of pure connection, of wholeness, what is the thing that will distort this state? It is called pain. Pain is the thing that it's keeping us out from this state of love. Of course, we can consider other emotions, but all the emotions or the negative, if I may say it like this, emotions, they will activate that pain. The void that we experience with our parents in our childhood, it will leave a wound. And sometimes, for whatever is happening, not only in life, in our own mind, boom, we activate that pain. And then we are looking forward to find who's going to save us from that pain or who is going to receive all that negativity that is coming out from that wound. Pain is a signal in your nervous system that something may be wrong. Full alert, red light. Pain is a physical sensation that is usually localized to a specific area of the body. That is pain. It is a response to an injury, illness, or other physical stressor, and is often described as a sharp or dull ache, throbbing, or shooting sensation. It's a natural part of the body's response to injury or illness and serves as a warning signal that something is wrong. And as we know now, we cannot just describe pain as something physical. It is always related. Of course, it's a physical feeling, no? We have it. But it's always related to something that goes deeper, which means mind, emotions, soul. Physical pain will come or could come from injury, from some illness, from some disability that we have, from hunger, from tiredness, and excess of exercise, excess of activity, of work, lack of rest, lack of care, lack of sleep. So we can really sense physical pain for these type of things. And we can experience mental and emotional pain coming from trauma, from loss, from chronic stress, from relationship problems, and from life transitions. And as I mentioned, we can experience them both in the mind and in the body, and of course, as emotions. When something is painful, we are moving out from this space of love and fulfillment. We need to go and to heal that pain in order to gain back the balance. Suffer is another concept that I would like to share with you today. Suffer is an experience that includes the physical and the emotional aspects. It's not only when we have emotional and physical pain, but it could involve both. It is a state of distress that can result from a wide range of factors: pain, loss, trauma, or difficult life circumstances. Something activates the pain and then it evolves into suffer. According to Buddhism, suffer arises from our attachment to worldly things. And if we interpret this towards our relationships, we are attached to a person, we are attached to the idea of that person, to what this person or this relationship needs to provide me. This attachment, not only to the person, but to the idea that this relationship has to give me this, that is suffer. The reality is no one has to give you what you need. You can share, you can learn, you can understand, but no one has to give you what you need. Only you. The three main types of suffering are suffering of pain, refers to this physical and emotional pain. You are really struggling with the pain, the grief, with something that happened. Then suffering of change. We are afraid of the change. And I put this like a roller coaster. It's an even pleasant experiences, this is what I love, are ultimately unsatisfactory because they are subject to change and eventual cessation. Think about yourself when you are having a very good moment. In a second, we bring us into a bad mood just by thinking, oh, but when this is done, we are suffering even if we are enjoying. When you are on holidays and it's the last day of your holidays and we activate this suffer, no, of course, it's not the same scale, but it's like, oh no, this is going to end tomorrow. But it's not tomorrow, it's today. Why are you suffering for something that it's not even happening? We are suffering also from good and bad. And then suffering of conditioned existence. That's the other type of suffering according to Buddhism. And it's more deep and it is more philosophical. And it's the suffer from existence. Why am I here? What is the purpose of all this? And when we go there with a bad mood or from a bad moment, oops, because the answer, we will not find it and we will suffer more instead of just releasing, trying to understand everything. These are the ways we can activate suffer very easy in ourselves, but also in our relationships. Pain is activated through something that happened to us. Suffer is what we do with that pain. And I am not saying that if you love and if you see life full of love, then you won't have pain. Painful thing will always be there, will always happen. But what are we doing with that pain? First, of course, we feel it. We accept it. This is happening and it is painful. And I cry or I shout or I do whatever I need to do to release that pain or even that suffer if we went there. But what am I going to do to overcome this? I am going to stay there and being the victim. And I am going to behave through all my relationships as a victim. What is my inner talk? If we are connecting with people at our job, as a friend, with our couple, with our family, always will the same talk. Always with this victim, poor me that suffer from your behavior, from your own past. Poor me, poor me, poor me. We're keeping ourselves in that suffer. So let's change that. I accept you were doing this, you were behaving like this, you experienced that, but that's the past. That's not me. I need to heal that wound, yes. But how can I transform this? What do I need to do? Maybe I need to help someone else that has the same experience and I can give some advice or at least I can support. When you transform your pain into help, into serving, into something positive, then you understand that everything that you experienced, everything that was painful had a goal, because that gave you tools, that gave you the strength to bring something more beautiful into life, to create healthy relationships. Because you accept that pain, you heal that pain. And then when you connect with people, no matter in which place, then when you heal that pain before, you are not looking forward the rest of the world to heal you, to provide you with that love, because you know how you can provide yourself with that love. And all of us, we deserve to live like this. But of course, we are here to learn. So, one day at a time, ask yourself that question every day. How am I going to show unconditional love to myself today? Which inner dialogue I need to change? Don't look for the answers that you want to receive in you outside. Love is there, but love is shown in the way it has to be shown. Don't push people to love you in the way you need to be loved. That love, it's only up to you. Let's go to meditate and to activate all that love that we all deserve to experience in this lifetime. See your life through the eyes of love. See people through the eyes of love. Because all of us, we are looking for that love. All of us. The only thing is that we don't know how to ask for that.